doing tonight? Welcome back to another Facebook Live with the Looney Balloony Learning Center. As always,
Hi everyone,
Tess.
welcome to another.
And Andy always forgets to turn the volume off. Sorry about that. Off to a good start tonight, huh, Randy?
Yeah.
It's sort of an indicative of our week, though. We've had tech problems for well over a week now, and I'm a little over it. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Someone's in the group. Oh, look, it's Harlow.
Hi, Harlow. How are you? But no, the tech problems this week have been crazy. My computer was being very, very slow, so we ordered a new computer. Got that in, used it for one day, and even that one day, first day was not great. The second day, it wouldn't even turn on again. So that's gone back. Now we're waiting. They got it today, by the way, Randy. I checked on the tracking. And they got it. So we're waiting for them to replace that for us. It started with the webinar. We had problems connecting with the Crescent webinar, and then that didn't record for us, so I had to try and re-record it. And when I was doing that, our device didn't have enough memory in it, so it stopped halfway during my re-record. And then we were re-recording the re-record, and our microphone blew up. So we had to order new microphones in, which was not entirely a horrible thing, because we got a flash sale on Amazon, and we got to upgrade for the same price. So that was silver linings, right? That's what
Sharita's here.
Hi, Sharita. How are you, my dear?
Everyone say hello.
Yes. Make sure if you're here, make sure you say hi. And you're going to get me into the...
Yeah, you should just have to refresh your page.
Oh, just refresh your page. Okay. So yeah, our tech this week has been letting us down majorly, and it's interesting.
Yeah, here, let me be your technician.
And hopefully tonight goes well. Watch the girl behind you. Can you tell what the theme for tonight is going to be based on the garland? Tonight is everything pumpkins. And our little friends down here, I don't know if you can see all those. I don't know how narrow we've got the... oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, and we have our... Sorry, Randy. Big one that we're going to do. All things pumpkin, because it's getting to be that season, as upset as I am about all that.
And then there you go.
Watching from Wealth. Oh, you're Davina. Hi, how are you? Nice to finally virtually meet you. We should meet up in person, right?
And then we have Michelle Casey from Pensacola, Florida. Also, do you want to show the people...
In a minute. Pensacola, Florida. Welcome. Sorry, who is from Pensacola? What's her name?
Michelle Casey Hudson.
Michelle, nice to have you with us. And yes, and Sharita. Sharita, we need to talk about, I ended up having all my orders shipped, but maybe we can meet sort of maybe in Georgetown somewhere again and get you that arch. So message me.
Max is in the...
Hey, Max from Utah?
No, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's right.
Tulsa.
Cleveland,
Cleveland, Ohio.
hi. Okay, so now I guess we're going to have to...
And Karen's here.
Hey, Karen from Australia. What I've decided to do, because I love knowing where you're all from. I don't know, there's something in me that just makes me so happy to know that we're reaching people all around. I decided to do a thing. So, Randy, you're going to follow me. I might have went a little bit big on the size, but I thought it'd be really fun to be like we're in grade school again and put pins into wherever you all are checking in from. And eventually we'll have this covered in pins, hopefully. Our numbers are growing so fast, but I thought it would be a lot of fun. So we've got Randy here who is going to start pinning in as I talk balloons, but we'll scan over at the end of the night and see how many people we've gotten. But I think it'd be fun. Maybe I'm channeling a grade school teacher, but I think it would be fun to do.
Karen says, good morning.
Good morning. And it's cool there. You said last week, I saw it on the replay because I go in and if I didn't answer questions, I try to address them in the text later on. But I see you replied that it was cold there last week. I'm sorry. It's getting cold here too. And I'm very upset that we're losing our summer. Randy and I are definitely warm weather people. But it does get to give us our pretty fall colors and all that wonderful stuff. So I'm trying to draw some inspiration and find that silver lining of the chilly weather. We're water babies, so not being able to get out. We splurged this year and bought one of those inflatable pools just to sit in on the hot days. And we have all of August. We have not been able to. Randy got in it yesterday for like 5 seconds because it was chilly. But it bums me out. I wish we could still be sitting out there and enjoying the nice weather. But here we are. Fall brings wonderful colors and sweater weather. I know, Harlow, you're a big fan of all the lovely fall color sweaters. And going to get back to that here very soon. How was your week, everyone? Let me know. Did you have any successes this week or struggles? Don't forget to post onto the feed of this group any designs that you want feedback on or want to celebrate because you just loved how it turned out. Diane did that this week. I was so proud of her. She did an amazing job. So don't forget to do all that. I was saying earlier, we've had a struggle this week with all of our IT. It's been one thing after another. A brand new computer has been sent back because it's not functioning at all. And we had to get new microphones this week because it blew up while I was trying to record. And
it was not good.
No, it's like the Bermuda Triangle for tech in our house this week.
Oh, we did have last week a woman from the Bahamas.
Bahamas. Now you're doing what I do. I get the Bahamas and Barbados mixed up in my brain all the time. Just the name, not the actual country and everything. Just when I want to say one, I always end up coming up with the other. But that's how that goes. Harlow, I love my sweaters. Yes, I know. It's all good. Glad you could join, Max. Yeah, awesome. Do you have any big projects this weekend, Max? We have tomorrow. Well, last week we did Google, had their company picnic. They have a big installation here in the city next to us that we service. And tomorrow is Oracle NetSuites that we're doing. Same park, same area, just different corporations and different setups.
Sally is in the chat.
Hey, Sally, Bahamas, right. Yes, we're going to add your pin to our map here tonight and get that on there. So make sure, Karen, it's got to be some version of that. What part of Australia are you in? Because we have a very big map, and I'd love to get it in the right province. I believe you have territory. They've got it broke down for us, but give us a little more information. We're trying to populate this world map with all of you wonderful people that sign in. Anyways, so we are tonight doing all things pumpkins. So, but I love these colors. Funny thing happened. So I had some Tough Tex mustard and I had some Sempertex mustard because I forgot I had the one and I ordered the other one. But they're mixed in there. You can't really tell the difference, can you? They're very dead on. I love it. And this is Tough Tex Burnt Orange, Tough Tex Lace, and this is the last little bit of some Qualitex blush that I had. And this was Qualitex Crystal Burgundy or Burgundy, Sparkling Burgundy.
Sparkling Burgundy.
Yeah, I think they call it. We have Eucalyptus from Sempertex, Reflex Gold, and again some more blush from Qualitex. Using up that old inventory, but it turned out really cute. Don't you like it? I love it.
Using all of this stuff.
Yeah, using all stuff, Sharita. You have to put initials on the pins. Yeah, I thought about that, but some of the areas are going to get really populated, and I'm worried about getting all those on there. So, yeah, I don't know.
What is everyone's favorite balloon brand? Well, let's see.
So I'm incredibly biased with that answer, Michelle. So I won in October the Sempertex Balloon Designer of the Year, And so they will always have a very special place in my heart. And I do believe, if I can put the prejudice aside for a second, I do believe they have the highest quality on the market right now with the greatest range. Tough Tex, I love Tex. It's a really close second. The reason why Tough Tex is not higher, again, is they don't make 260s. I'm starting a big push, guys. Let's make a petition or something to get them to make the 260s. Because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to, I wanted to make the accent balloons, and I'm like, well, I can't use burnt orange and I can't use mustard. Well, I could have the Sempertex, but I didn't have any. The lace, I would kill for the lace 260s, but so that would be my second. Okay, Amber's voted for Sempertex. I'm with you, absolutely. I love how they slide when you are working with them. They're really, really nice. Speaking of sliding, we have our Prima balloons that we're going to check in on again. Randy, if you could throw those over to me.
I can't expect to get to work.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Wonderful.
She'll be watching us on the flip side.
Catching us on the flip side. I get it. Okay, so this is our Prima balloons that we blew up not last week, the week before. So this is now 2 full weeks. These were Sempertex little 5 inches. They are shrinking. Okay, they're oxidizing a little bit. And these were Prima that we put on here. I just did the 2 so we can compare. The Prima is holding up just as well as the Sempertex there on the 5 inchers. We did lose the 5 incher that I glued in the very first day. But the 11 inchers, they've shrunk a bit, but they're still holding really quite well. They're oxidized a bit, and now that they're oxidized to this stage, they're not as slippery. Still a bit, but not nearly as that first night was crazy, right?
Yeah, the first night was bad.
The first night was bad. But yeah, overall, I would use them. They're a good product. They're holding, they're staying, as well as any of the other brands would. My only issue is that slipperiness that we had the first night. And a little bit last week, but this week, they're fine.
So you just let them oxidize for 2 weeks, and then
2 weeks before you gotta deliver them.
No.
Don't do that. We're joking. But yeah, so I've had a lot of people reach out looking for Halloween and Thanksgiving ideas. So I promised a few that I would do this week. Pumpkin Fest, we'll call it. And so I'm here to show you how to make a couple pumpkins. This one is a twisted pumpkin. This is made with a 360, so our bigger version, but you can absolutely do it with the 260 as well. I've done that. I'll go through and show you how to make these here in a minute, but and then a 260 topper for it. And then this guy is made out of 12-inch Linkaloons, and it's a cute technique. It's one I just saw used and decided to teach myself how to do it. And I have to say I like it. There's a couple issues getting them tied together tightly, but it looks cute. I like it. I would definitely do it on something like for on the floor. I wouldn't want it up where you could see all that stuff, but yeah, on the floor it'd be cute. Or it's a bit big. The scale is big for in here, but cute. I like these. And then the third technique is going to be the 260 that I have up on the garland. Do you have a favorite one that you like to use? I start small and work up. Why not, right? And we have anybody else in there ready?
No.
What are we doing? Oh, quiet this week.
Quiet.
Quiet. I think the weather turn is keeping people.
Making everyone depresso espresso.
Yes, exactly. So here is the 360 that I'm going to be using. I used orange for these. And these are still Qualitex that I had left over from last year. And I don't fill it up all the way. I leave a good, what is that, about 5 inches on the end.
Nancy's here.
Hey, Nancy. How you doing? How you feeling one today, huh? Nancy was here in the house the other day as part of her mentorship program. She came and spent some time and worked on mosaics. Because she has one of the Nike shoes going out this weekend and a boba cup coming up for, I think you said Monday you're going to do that one. Monday or Tuesday?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so on the very end, I just created a little pinch twist. Okay? So that's just pinching the two. You make a pearl, pinch the two together, and slide your neck underneath the bar underneath of it. All right? Really cinchy. Make it soft. You want to make sure it's soft. And then you decide how tall you want it to be. Okay? So, right about there. A little bigger than a hand for me. Spin. And you're going to soften up. Softening on these on every spin, or else you're going to end up with some problems getting them all fit. Okay? And then you equal the size again. Spin. And spin, and then spin it around that pinch twist so it's locked in. Okay, soften it up again, and this is why you leave so much on the end, because we're pushing air down into it as we go. We're going to make an identical length again. This time, and only on this one, it's a little different. We want to lock this third pinch in. So we are going to open up, and pop it. Woo. So what happens when you use old ones?
Old stock.
Old stock. Okay, hold on.
Nancy had a kidney infection.
Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope they got you on really good antibiotics and some good painkillers. Those are painful. Been there. Okay, so I'll show you the pinch twist again. See, I didn't really show it. So just a pearl. Pinch those. Put your neck and the spun section together. And then loop your neck underneath that so that it catches and it won't come apart. All right. And then we're going to make our first section. Let's see if we can do this without it popping.
The other one didn't pop.
The other one, yeah, I did it in the first try. It's got performance anxiety. Okay, so we're on the third. We're going to spin it off. So we have the third coming down, right? And you're going to push it through gently. Yeah. Maybe I'm just all fingers tonight. You're all thumbs. I don't even have my brain tonight. Oh my goodness, guys.
She's all toes.
Yeah. All right, so I got the third one in there. But by pushing it between those other two, it locks it. And it won't keep coming undone on you, okay? So softening it up again. Did I ever do the disclaimer that I'm not really a twister?
No.
Okay. Okay, the fourth one we're going to spin off again and roll around that center pinch twist, okay? So we've got 4. We're going to do 2 more. Soften it up. I might have too much air in here.
But we know how to fix that.
Yes, we do. Okay, so you're going to open up a little bit to help it get in there. You're going to spin, but you're going to travel this one. So push some more air over so you have some length there. And then you're going to come back up, and I have to take some air out, guys. So a little snip. And then retie. All right, so we're going to bring that one back up. And spin it around. Okay, so then our little extra that we have left, we're going to do the exact same thing. Just snip it off. Let the air out. I just bring it down and hide it in there, okay? Now, this little guy is going to be in your way. We needed it to get through it, but now, we hide him inside so you can't see it. Okay, so when you're looking at these, it should be the same top and bottom. Okay, and you can fiddle with it and get your petals, or not petals, pumpkin sections in the right spacing, okay? So that's the actual pumpkin. Now we're just going to do a quick on the with a 260. Okay, a lot left. That's like a double pump with your hand pump. 1, 2. Okay. On this, make sure you leave quite a bit of a neck. Okay. Then it's just a simple, like you're making a flower, but only 3 petals. Okay. So spin, put your neck through the middle and around. I do it in a figure 8 sort of pattern. That neck that we're leaving long is to attach it into one of the pumpkin sections, okay? And a second one. And these don't have to be perfect because in nature these are never really the same size. A little extras on there. All right, and then we take our extra at the top, leave a little bit of a length. Cut it short, but not so short that it's going to, if you have the neck of your orange balloon, that will work too. But all you're going to do is spin it around so it cinches on. Now that doesn't look so great. It's much cuter if it's bent. So here's a trick for you. When you want to bend a 260, you can work it. It's going to bend a little bit, but if you bend it and then snap it, it's going to bend much more. All right, it's a cute little trick. But there we go. That's our little pumpkins made out of 360s and 260s for the green. Okay, very cute. I use these on our, I am going to be putting up a few seasonal videos coming up starting probably Monday. I don't want to promise it too soon. I'm going to try and have it up sooner than that, but probably not till Monday.
I have to edit the videos.
Yes. So it takes not only me time to record them and everything, but Randy to edit them and get them out for you. But I make, it's a version of the balloon hug that we did the webinar on, but I turned it into a countdown for Halloween. The ladies who took our webinar got the countdown as part of that. I'm now doing a separate video so you could purchase just that if you choose to. And that should be up by Monday. But I always put one of these on that design is what I'm getting to. All right, but on that one, this one would be a bit big, so I would go down to a 260. Always remember your scale. It's important, okay? Because you don't want something to be too big on a design or too small on a design to throw that off, okay?
Well, on that would be actually too small to fit on my head if we were to do
right?
For my head.
For your head, yeah. My head. You could put a 260 around there and you could wear it as a hat. It's cute for Halloween. All right, so we're gonna do these ones next because that one's a beast. But these are really cute and fun and super easy to do. I'm going to do it in the burgundy color. This is again is an old Qualitex product that I had laying around, so I figured I'd use them up. So the trick with these is to leave a little bit of slack in there. If you left it really, really tight, you're not going to get the bulges. And those bulges are important. You want that to look more like a pumpkin than just a ball with lines around it. So we're going to take some of the air out, then tie it nice and tight. Andy's putting all your pins in
Yes, she's having me put the pins in the map without my old man glasses.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that. All right, so we're gonna, I've taken all the air out of these Reflex Gold 260s. I'm gonna tie them all together. If my fingers will cooperate. It's been a long day. All right, so I'm pulling them so they're all cinched in tight to each other. And then I'm going to tie them around our little knot here. Now, this is for this size. If you wanted to make this in the jumbo 18-inch size, you would probably use 1 260 for each. You would have to put a nub or a connection point down here. And then I do this when you're doing like the hot air balloon with the teddy bear. So it would just be 1 into the bottom, but because it's of the size and the fact that we want these super tight, we can go multiple around with just the 1. So we're going to pull it very tight, come around, and hold it sort of like you're making a present, spin, go around to the next one, around. Can I get a third one? Let's come off. Hold on. Might be better if you're doing this to have the little nub at the bottom that you could go around, but I hate making this. Sorry, I meant to mumble that. So what I'm going to do is when I get to the top, I'm going to loop it with one of the other ones. Tie it off. Keep it tight, because that tightness is important on these. And so here we go with the next section. And of course you could do this with any color scheme. I just chose this. These more sophisticated looks are very popular this time of year. The white pumpkins are huge up here, and there we go. So I got 3 trips around my balloon with 1 260. So I might not even need that third one for this. But pulling it tight is what gives you those sectioned out pieces. It's a little bit of fiddly work, but that's okay. You end up with a bit of a mess on the top, but that too is okay. Just tie them all together, clean them up as best you can. Remember, we always clean up our mechanics. And there we go, we're getting there. I'm not going to need these other ones. My one up there is just a little bit bigger. I had to reborn. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on our last little guy, right here with our green, but we're going to do it with the gold this time.
Everybody's so enthralled with you, there's no question.
There's no questions this week. It's very quiet this week. Hi, Diane. How are ya? I loved your design that you posted. Thank you for doing that. It was very good. I'm sorry, I didn't know that was your daughter. I've not met her, but gorgeous, and it looks like she loved the design. And she's having fun with it, which is the important thing. All right, and so I'm just doing those same 3 little blips, okay? Now, with this big neck on here, I am going to trim that off just a little bit. That's a bit too much, okay? But then I am going to use it to hold that on, spinning it around. then I'm gonna cut this guy.
What? That didn't go flying,
I
so I
know.
had to pick it up in multiple different places.
Right? And there we go. Cute, right? It's so easy, guys. It really is. I know I'm fumbling a bit, but that's my fingers not cooperating today. But it's really easy. You have the bottom, okay, that's clean, and you come up, and it looks really adorable. I can't reach that top. There we go. You can't see it, right?
Yeah, you can.
We'll put it back down here. All right. All right. So Max, you're here on here. It looks like you've been doing this for a little while. How long have you been working with balloons? I'm curious. All right. So this one is just 6 Linkaloons that you're going to make into 3 duplets. And
Michelle has a question. I wonder if you blew up your balloons and let it oxidize, if it will make the pumpkin shape a little easier.
it might.
Yeah.
It might.
And
Couldn't hurt. But you have to like that oxidized look. You know what would be a problem with that, Michelle? As much as I love that idea, when they're oxidized and then you start working with them, you're going to see your fingerprints all over them.
Mm.
So, yes, you could always high shine them afterwards, I guess. But, Maureen, you're late, but you made it. That's all we can ask for. Love it, love it. Maureen, remind me again where you live. You're late, but what we've done is we've put up a huge map on our wall, and we're putting pins anywhere from everybody that checks into our lives onto there. So I would love to see that. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna make this for you guys.
He started about 8 years ago, Max did. He's
Wow, good for
always
you.
loved balloons.
Good for you. Do you have a preferred design that you do? Do you, 8 years, you must have come across pretty much everything. What's your most favorite thing to do and your least favorite thing to do? I'm curious. All right, here we go. Sorry, loud noise. Chicago, that's right. Okay, so remember on Linkaloons, you all, or Quick Links, or G-Links, Glinks as Randy likes to call them, you measure from tip to tip, not this way, okay? So, I've got that set up at 8, just so you know. But you can make these whatever size works for you, okay? On this one, I'm doing next to next because we're going to be filtering that up.
Jacqueline, she loves these and she's just started.
Ah, hi, welcome, Jacqueline Barrera. Where are you from? We're putting everybody's locations up on our big old map because I love to see where everybody's tuning in from. And my goal is to have one in every country. I don't know if that's a possibility, but...
Max, twisting is his least favorite. He likes helium and anything organic.
All right. Helium is not on my favorite list at all. Twisting I do when I have to. I've done big figures and stuff, like I've done a hockey player. Oh, go figure in Canada, right? A hockey figure. I've done a karate guy, and what was I did a ninja just last week. Not my favorite, and not my strong suit either, but I can get it done, so I'm not embarrassed, but there's a lot of cursing that goes on. I like organics too, Max, I have to tell you, but really my passion is in the structured stuff. The number stacks and all that. I love those.
Marquees, as we call
Marquees, yes, as we call them here. But I struggle with everyone and their terminology. I might have tied these too tight together.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jacqueline is from San Antonio,
Texas. From one to another. Randy was originally from Texas as well.
No, not
Well.
originally. I have lots of relatives from Texas,
Yes.
Odessa area.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I've made the round of 6, and I'm sort of pushing them out a little bit to elongate them. You could do it a couple of different ways, but except when you pop them. My ring got it. See?
Oh no.
That's why I don't wear those. All right, let's try that one more time, and I'll turn the ring around. I hate when that happens. So do you all know, have I taught this already? Tying into the one that was the broken one?
Yes, you have.
I have, okay. So yeah. So if anyone's new here, I don't know what anyone is. Oh yeah, Jacqueline, right? So when you have a popped balloon, see all this remnants on there? There's one of two ways you can deal with that. You can either take your single and tie it right into it, so that it's just like nothing ever happened with that first balloon. Or even more so, you can take and trim that, so the excess yucky stuff, trim it really short, and then when you pull, it comes right out. And so it's basically like you're starting over with that quad, or duplex, pardon me. All right, let's try that again.
One more time.
All right. So, stretching them out. And if you don't have Lincolns, you can do the same thing by creating a grouping of knots in latex and putting it into your 11-inch and then tying it off. You can create a second connection point, right? I'm just not a big fan of doing that. So the tops you're not going to tie as close together. Okay, you're going to leave some room. I had a feeling I tied those bottom ones too close.
Oh, you're going to have to read Max's response.
Oh, those are great too. Balloons are definitely my passion and remind me of how beautiful and stunning we can make our world. Yes, with our hearts and minds together, you're gonna make me cry, my dear. I love that. That is my vision for the balloon world as well. I want us to all get along, all help each other, and come out the other side with a better product, better customer service. I love it. Yeah, I might have messed these up by putting them too tight.
Too tight at the first one?
Yeah. But let's see if I can make it happen. Sometimes it's about having a make it work moment. And one is dying on me.
Can everybody hear that?
Can you hear it? It's dying with vengeance. Oh, there's the hole right there. I see it.
Happened in the link?
Yeah, right in the link. It had a soft spot. All right, so we're going to do this as a 5-1. So keep that in mind. If you're going to choose to try and make one of these, just be aware that if you tie the bottom ones too close, oh, and this one's going too. The one it was attached to. No. Okay. I love doing that. I do it every week. Oh, I think I
So that's a lesson. Don't tie them too tight.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna take him down to 7.
Is that another one?
No, I think it's that one. Okay.
That is another one.
Again, these are ones that I've had sitting around my studio for probably way too long. Okay, so I'm not crisscross applesaucing tonight. I'm going to make a little bit of space. More.
See, this is how we do it. We bring actual reality to. How many of us in the studio have just went crap, bust, crap, bust?
Yeah. It happens. You gotta love all those videos where everything goes right. That's not my world.
Leona is here.
Hi, Leona.
And
Oh, and Khadijah's here. Hi, my dear. Is Geneva?
she is not.
I'm sorry, Khadijah. I'm trying so hard. I promise with the names. I'm awful. Yes, and love that. We can seal the real thing. Yes. I don't want you thinking that I'm out here every time making something perfect. That's not it. There's trial and error in this industry. Huge. So we're trying and we're learning together tonight.
And then so much error. So to answer a question, yeah, you can use the sizer box.
You can.
With these. I've done it to where I've had to build number one out of Linkaloons, and I use just the sizer box. So
Yeah,
it's still linked to neck when you measure with your sizer box. You don't go through the sizer.
Exactly. It's still side, neck to tip, not around the round part.
Yes.
All right, so what I did differently this time, a little less, I went down to a 7-inch on the sizer. I left a little more space in the bottom, like I did in my original. And let's see how this works.
It's going to work great.
And that's why he's my hype man, guys.
I am your biggest fan.
I know. And isn't that wonderful to have your spouse as your biggest fan? Randy and I feel it's a true gift that we get to work together every day. But then, I won the lottery because he is just the biggest supporter of my crazy ideas. Hey, babe, let's open an arts and crafts shop.
No, that was my idea.
Well,
your idea was, hey, I'd like to throw clay so I can,
relax. And de-stress from my 9 to 5. Oh, that worked so much better. Okay, so much better. So that's the trick. Leave a lot of space up front and then pick the one with the less space to do the top. And that's why, to be brutally honest, I have so much going on up here because there is these big gaps in here when you do it like this. So keep that in mind, that you're going to have to do accents on it to do all that. But I think it's doing okay. The other thing I would do is to take your the ends and knot together that middle bit. So it's all like one big one, like the bottom. All right, so what I did, distorted leaves, right, and a curlicue. Nancy, your favorite things in the whole entire world, I know.
She's getting better at them now.
Yes.
She has the legenda.
The legenda now. All right, so here are my, there we go. Oh, no, I still need more of those. Okay. Nancy, you've been so sick, I'm sure you haven't even tried your legenda since the other day. So this is Tough Tex Willow on here. Very cute. I like that. Again, no 260s. So I'm blowing up each one. One time first. Okay? So you have to add Khadijah's in Milton on here. And
yeah, they're all those ones.
The latest ones that's just come in the group. And Nancy is in Brantford, and
yeah, those ones.
They'll get put on. Okay. I'm really excited, but probably way too much. I know, I'm sorry.
She's super excited.
Well, okay, you have to understand, when we started this page, obviously from 0, it took us a couple months to get to 100. And now we had 50 people join yesterday in one day. Our numbers are growing so quickly, and I'm so happy for it. But I'm so excited about tracking where everyone's from. Leona, you were the first. We put you in the map already. All right, so I've got my legenda set at a 2.0 for this one, and we're gonna fill back up. So I put my 260 folded in half inside my 11-incher. Blowing up the 11-incher.
Amber found us on YouTube.
No way! Thank you so much for letting us know that. That is important for us to know, but amazing, because we have been so bad on getting more podcasts up, so I appreciate that a lot. All right, so I'm pinching my 260s and pinching the 11-inch, and this is the tricky bit, because you have to open your fingers at just the right time to allow the 2.0 of air to go into your 260 and then close it back up again. So timing is everything, and so this is where repetition, practice will help you, okay?
The 2.0, what do you mean?
Oh, that's the setting.
She's talking about the settings on the legenda. The legenda can be set for a time pump of air.
Yeah, so you can see it on the digital display, it's 2.0.
Yeah, so that's a 2 second.
Is it second or is it pounds? I don't know what it is.
I think it's seconds.
Okay. So then I'm going to take the air out, and if I was doing a pedal, I would be sitting here doing a pedal. But I'm making it more of a leaf pedal, so I kind of do them weird shapes. What do you think? Better than a flower petal, right? You don't want it to be that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do. That's okay. I love that everybody has different takes on things. You know? I love to see the diversity. Diversity?
That's one of those words wherever you're from, you say it a little.
Say it just a little bit different.
Diversity.
Randy and I were talking the other day about how amazing it is for people who have multiple languages, and how much we wish we had more. I speak a little tiny bit of French, tiny, whatever I learned in school, and English, and then we know, of course, the Hawaiian pidgin. But, you know, spending as much time as we did over in Europe, and people just switch between the languages, and we have friends that know 5 languages, we're in awe, absolutely in awe, because we were complaining about how stupid the English language is with the there, and two, and depending on how you say things. What was the record and record, right? Means 2 very different things spelled identical. Someone was drunk, I think. or
English is just a borrowed language from other
I know,
places.
Right? Randy and I try, when we travel, to be very respectful of everybody's languages, and we always apologize that we don't know it, but we always try to learn, like, at very least, please and thank you.
Goodbye, hello, how are you?
3 different words.
Coffee.
Fredo. So there there we go. So there's my 3 petals. And I'm going to take the 260 that I used in them to tie them together. Okay. And then, it's best if I go from this top.
Easy.
I'm going to, close up the pins or else we'll be playing 500 pin pickup. Okay.
That's what my feet are for.
Oh, that would be awful. So in those little crevices, I'm putting those 260s and I'm going to go to the bottom side and fish them out for a couple reasons. One, where you can slide them through, but it's not going very well. It helps bring your top and your bottom together and increase that curvature. I was messing around with that today. And it's a neat way to do that. And then, of course, I clean them up because that one is very long. Okay, so now we have our petals kind of sort of in there.
Leaves.
Leaves, thank you. And then I'm going to do a curlicue. Or you could do more than one if you wanted to. But so for curlicues, I always stretch, right? Stretch out the fibers, pre-inflate. The pre-inflation is very important. If you just stick it on your pipe there, it's not going to inflate the way you want it to. Put it underneath your 260 that you have on your pipe. I'm going a little quickly through this because we did do it in another live, so I don't want to be too repetitious, but curl it around. I leave about a 1/2 to 3/4 inch between my rotations. You're pulling it somewhat taut, but not like super tight. Okay, it's sort of a happy medium game. And then we put it back on the pump. If you don't have one of these electric pumps to pump it up with, believe me, I feel you in my very heart. We used to have this attached to a wall so I could hand pump and not have to hang on to the pipe. And there we go. I'm going to take a little bit of air out to give me a neck to tie it in with. Make it a little funky shape because that's how they grow, right? And then, bringing this back in, we can just use that neck to spin it around our leaves. And you can place where you want your curlicue to go, right? Super cute.
What are those called on those? Those are called little reachy thingies for...
They're vines.
But they're not really a vine.
They kind of sort of are.
Yeah.
Pumpkins grow on a vine. On the ground. Not like a grapevine that's up, but it's still on the ground. Like a cucumber, right?
Yeah. More like a cucumber.
Okay.
Well, that was a tangent. Thanks
Sorry,
for
guys.
Everybody.
Sticking with us during the commercial break while Randy and I figure out what they're called. Oh, it's been this is us, guys. I'll give you lots of free information, but you gotta listen to our domestic in between. All right?
No. Mostly my babbling.
Oh, I'm there with you tonight, though. But it's cute, right? And so you can do this with any different color that you wanted. I did white because that's what I had the Lincolns in. But also, it's the new white pumpkins. We go by a pumpkin field all the time, and like half of their pumpkin field now is white pumpkins.
Yeah, through Waterloo area.
Yeah. I guess they're technically GMO, right? Because they're modified from the original.
Not necessarily. It could be just a variety.
There's your deep dive for tomorrow, Randy.
Well, we used to, in Hawaii, there was the purple pumpkins that were grown.
A lot of different things. So,
What
do you think of the pumpkins, everyone? Do you like them? Which is your favorite? Lincoln, striped, we'll call it, or twisted? Tell me, which one do you like the best?
Leona says that she's going to have to get with you about those leaves.
Oh.
For further discussion.
Okay. Absolutely. Whenever you would like, my dear. I'm working on, and if you all have input into what is the best one, I'm looking for a scheduling software for my clients to book in for their weekly calls so that we don't have to pre-arrange it. I can leave blocks and they can choose whatever time and then I show up. Right now I am testing out Smart something? Smart? I don't know. One of those things. We'll see how it is. But if I get that up and running, Leona, you could just pencil your stuff in and I'll call you.
A lot of people are saying all, both, Stripe, one Stripe, Harlow Linkaloon, Stripe.
Yeah, all look nice. All right, so there we go. So you could put this like, pardon me, while I go off screen for a quick second, on a marquee base or something. This is the one I'm using for my countdown to Halloween. But you could make a little base and have your pumpkin and your foil on there for the occasion. Lots of different things. But for a corporate office party or something, wouldn't this be cute? Like, seriously. Oh, that might have to go right there. I like it there. Who has questions for me? Because that's it for my tutorials. So
Amber says Calendly and
yeah.
Acutely.
Acuity.
Acuity.
Acuity is what I used in Hawaii, Randy, when people were.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've looked at both of those. This one, look in the emails, Randy. It hasn't been set up. It's Smart. Oh, you're not on there.
I cannot.
Okay, one quick second, everybody. I hope I don't lose you doing this.
No, you're going through here, so.
Okay. Where's my Gmail? Smart. It's Smart something.
There's so many out there.
There really is. But I found on an independent review site, like all of them, and they did like a chart with what has what and what has what. And this one came up really highly recommended. So that's why I'm doing the free trial right now. Set more appointments is what it's called. If anyone has experience with it, let me know. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. There's so many aspects to this business, guys. And that's the wonderful thing. It helps. So I haven't been officially diagnosed, but with the more awareness, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I'm 52 years old. I'm finally figuring this out. But having the different things to go to is both a blessing and a curse with ADHD, I have found, because there's so many different shiny objects that can attract my attention, but there's also very much different avenues that I can work on if I get bored and need to move to one. So double-edged sword, I think, on that, but...
Nancy's wondering if there's any more workshops or webinars to announce.
Yes. First and foremost to announce, Leona, that is on here with us under Leah Sanders, we will be doing an interview with her. She's conducting an interview of Randy and I on her page. Could we simultaneously do a live and do one on ours as well? I don't know. That's up to you. But she's September 5th at
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
Or 7 p.m.
7 p.m. in the UK.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time, yes. Or EST. They saw that. What does that stand for? I noticed it on the flyer.
UCT.
No, it was EST. I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
ours is EST.
So she's doing an interview of us. That's first and foremost. Please make sure you check that out. Put it on your calendars. That'll be a lot of fun. And then September 12th, I'm doing the pricing webinar. That's launching tomorrow because I wanted to let you guys know first. And then I believe it is the 17th. We are doing the color theory webinar. All right. And then the end of September, I know I was supposed to have it announced. Our next webinar. I have to move it from the end of September. I've had a conflict come up to the first week in October, and that date, I'm just waiting to hear back from my venue that we're confirmed. So it is in motion. but pencil it in. I haven't decided what it's going to be. What would all you guys like to see in terms of a hands-on workshop? What's your dream that you would see? So I've done already the number stack, the single number stack, the double number stack, or single marquee or double digit marquee. That's what I call them. I've done freestanding garland, and I've done a hanging garland. But maybe the rainbow, we'll do that. And I don't know. I have to put my thinking cap on. Nancy, what do you want? Inez, what would you like to see?
There's also, we're looking into...
Leona just put the link up to the flyer for I believe it's for the flyer for our interview. So check it out, guys. They'll have all the information on there.
Yes. We're also looking into maybe light up marquee numbers, a garland over that. We're trying to get some more information and nail down maybe.
I am talking to a manufacturer of light up numbers that are more cost friendly. They're not as structurally sound as the one Randy makes, but we're working on trying to create an affiliation with them that we could work together. If that comes through, that will probably be what we do.
Walls.
Balloon walls. Yes. We could do that. Absolutely. Maureen, what is ons?
Ons?
I don't know what that is. Can you elaborate? Yes. Leona, I know you told me to reach out to you, but I have another iron in the fire, and I just want to see how that pans out before I do. I don't want to bother two people, okay, with the same question. And if the first one comes through, then we'll be great. So add-ons. Oh, like mini garlands.
Oh.
Like a grab and go, like something like this. Is that what you mean? Or yes, we also do see Leona saying we do the link walls. That may be what we do. The Linkaloon plaid wall. That takes skill. That's a lot of thinking that goes into that.
Yeah. Or we could do a couch.
No, we're not.
No, that's just me. That will
you want to do that, but yeah, a Linkaloon wall and an organic wall. We could do that. That would be a costly class. Maybe we'd have to pick one.
Or we could have them do them in working groups.
Yeah. Pair up.
Do a massive.
If I was to say when you come, you're going to get paired up. Would any of you have an issue with that? Would you be like, I don't want to work with somebody? Because I get that. That would be, I do at the time love working with people and everything, but it freaks me out ahead of time thinking, I've got to, what if they don't like me? You do all that in your brain, right? But, or what if they can't, keep up, or, all those other things that go through people's mind. Would you be okay with that? Overnight hotel, 2-day. I have thought about that, Nancy. I have thought about that. But maybe it would have to be a Sunday, Monday thing. Because Saturday, we're also busy on Saturdays. That if you're in the world already, for me, it would be hard to take a Saturday off. Not unless we do it in November.
November would be.
November we could. November's a slow month, guys. If you're just starting out, do not freak out. October, you get Halloween. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bump. November, at least for us, is very quiet.
Maureen was saying yes to the.
Oh yes, to doing these kinds of things. Yeah.
We could actually do that for a paid
pay-per-view.
Where we
webinar.
teach it, not a webinar, but a paid.
A video that they can purchase from the site.
Yeah.
Maureen, would that appeal to you if I did a video on how to make it and you could purchase to view the video? Would that work?
Because tomorrow I'm sticking up the video of us that we've done of the balloon crescent / balloon hug.
Yeah. Where you can just purchase that, yes.
Yeah.
I would do that. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so that is something I am working on, is growing those things. I'm also working on growing our library of videos for our mentor program. There's already a lot in there, but I always like to put more of them on there for everybody. But that you have to be part of the mentorship program to get access to those. But yeah, I think this would be a cute, and it's so easy, Maureen. So easy. I find garlands 10 times easier than the number stacks, but I also know designers that feel the exact opposite. So it depends on where your forte is. Okay.
And Diane said she would like that too.
Okay.
Yeah. So Diane, the balloon hug / crescent will be available
tomorrow. Yeah. After I record 3 times, I actually did that. 3.5 actually. So.
It was all technical issues.
It was.
Our mic, literally, we plugged it in and it burned out. We were
it
smelling.
Smelled like that chemical smell. Oh, it was awful. And the memory dying on our recording device. Randy had gone out on a big delivery, and I'm like, okay, it'll be quiet. I can do this. He knows I'm recording. He won't come barging in and disrupt me. So I was here by myself. And I'm doing it, and it turned out so nice. I was so happy with it. And I go around and I check, and it had shut off because it was out of memory. And I'm like, oh. So I dumped all the memory off of it. Now it's not a problem, but it was just one of those weeks.
now if she's got to send pictures, though, she's going, I don't want memory.
Yep. The very next day, I went to a meeting, and the wonderful ladies I was meeting with, I wanted to show a picture, and I have no pictures on my phone now because
now we're going to have to take the computer and the
Seagate. Yeah, we have an external hard drive. So any meetings, I'll now be taking my laptop so I can pull up anything if I need it, which I should do anyways. But sometimes it's a quick 5-minute meeting. I have found that, yes, it's expensive. It was 30 minutes away. Randy and I go as a team because we feel it gives a better presence, and we go and we meet. But sometimes it's just a 5-minute meeting because they're not understanding what I'm typing to them. Sometimes language is a barrier. Sometimes it's just there's people that are much more of a logical brain than a creative brain, and they can't picture in their brain what it's going to look like, and even sending pictures doesn't work. So it was 10 minutes we were there, Randy, in and out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes lugging out the laptop is a big thing. But anyways. But that's what I will have to do now.
Oh, Nancy.
Hey, everyone. Near and far, the monthly subscription with Tess is definitely great. You can all join. I'm learning so much. Aw, thank you, hun. You're a great student. You are eager to learn, which is wonderful, and I love it.
She just needs to get healthy now. Nancy,
yes.
Remember, you also have to take care of yourself.
That's right. Nancy, you're so busy. You need to make you a priority, and I know I'm being the biggest hypocrite in the world right now saying all that, but I've learned the hard way. If you don't take care of your body, it will sit you down fast. 2 years ago, I knew I was having problems. My gallbladder was a problem, and I had been told I had stones. I got rid of the stones on my own, and they were amazed that I did that, but then it's kept being a problem, and I'm like, I just need to get through graduation. It was June, and I was suffering, but I'm like, I just need to get through graduation. We're too busy. I can't take time to take care of myself. June 14th, right before grad, I was in agony. Let me tell you, gallbladder pain is the worst. I was in labor for 3 days with my daughter, and I would rather do that 10 times than have a gallbladder attack again. And I had to have it out. And I was stuck in the hospital, and they kept pushing me back because there wasn't enough resources during that time. And finally, but it took me like a month to get it back up and running. Poor Randy and Jess had to do grad season. We were fully booked, completely booked the rest of the month, and even too far booked for the 3 of us to handle, and the 2 of them pulled it off with such grace, and they did an amazing job. I will forever be in their debt.
I think that was the only time I didn't really pick on Jessie to my fullest extent because I was worried she was going to pull all of her hair out.
Yes, she was doing everything, and Randy was running around delivering everything, and I thank them every day for that. They really pulled us through. It could have ended us, really. Me being that sick for that long, because the way things go, right? It wasn't always just cut and dry. My gallbladder was actually gangrenous and fell apart, necrotic when they tried to take it out. and I was on very, very heavy antibiotics, which I developed an allergic reaction to. So I also had to heal from that, and it was interesting.
Luckily, everyone, you become our ohana, which means family in Hawaiian.
And
so you get to hear everything, and
I
we don't
overshare.
hold back.
I overshare. That's part of the ADHD that I'm learning. Thank God for TikTok. That's how I figured it out. I just thought I was weird my whole entire life. But it's all good. I love who I am, and I embrace it all. It's all good.
I thought that just oversharing was normal.
Randy is just a tiny little bit on the autism spectrum. And so between the two of us, this is what you get.
Awesomeness.
Awesomeness. All right, how are we doing for time? Oh, we're over again. How did we manage to go over again this time?
Because we're awesome. Because we tell them everything.
Everything. I overshare. So last call for questions. If you have anything, if I do sign off and you have questions still, please write them in the comments, because I do come back and I audit it and try and learn from what I have done, and I will come back and answer all your questions as well. Mm-hmm. If you're watching it on the replay, feel free to ask. I do come through and I answer those as well.
You can also message us through Messenger, and everyone out there who's watching, please like and follow our other Looney Balloony Learning Center page.
Yeah,
not
the
just the freebie.
The Facebook page he's talking about. So what we're trying very hard to monetize, so that we can decrease the amount of local deliveries that we have to do, so I can increase the amount of time I have for the Learning Center. And so that is one way. So if you could like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel,
yes.
Amber, I hope you did. That is what we're attempting to get. We now have 370 plus people now in the freebie. We need you to go over and like the Facebook page. And the YouTube channel. The more people we have, the more pressure it puts on her that we have to do it. And also, like I'm the holdup here.
No, we're both. Life's the holdup. But also like us on Instagram if you want. Instagram's
one of the. Show us a little love, guys. We're trying very hard to give us all as much as we can for free. But Ontario pricing is stupid, guys. And we have to hustle.
And also, we want to be able to travel to other places to bring this show on the road.
Can you imagine? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much. Yes, you did. Awesome, Amber. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you here next week, and enjoy your week of ballooning it yourself. Bye.
Bye. Oh, no.
You can't end it?
I can't. It's a slow.